Derek Walcott may be the only poet and playwright whose birthday helps to mark the birth of an independent nation. His nation, St. Lucia. But Mr. Walcott isn't the only St. Lucian Nobel laureate to do so. Sir Arthur Lewis, who won the Nobel Prize in Economics in 1979, was born on January 23rd, just like Derek was. Not the same year, but the same day. Imagine that, 2 Nobel Prize winners from the same country, a country only 3 or 4 times larger than Washington, D.C., born on the same day. Since 1993, St. Lucia has observed January 23rd as Nobel Laureate Day to honor the 2 men and to begin the observance of St. Lucia's independence anniversary, the day of which comes in February sometime. I was asking Derek what day it was, he couldn't quite remember. This year, St. Lucia celebrated its 30th anniversary of independence. The 30 years since Sir Arthur received the Nobel Prize, and the continuing achievements of another native son, the Honorable Derek Walcott. Wouldn't we all have liked to be there for the day, and for Nobel Laureate Week, with its programs sponsored by the Ministries of Education and Culture, exhibitions, fairs, stage plays, and music? We couldn't be, and Mr. Walcott couldn't be here for our opening Winter with the Writers event, but he is here in Tiki Hall tonight, despite the freezing temperatures. He's had to borrow my husband's jacket for these last days, imagining that it would be warm in Central Florida. Derek Walcott was born in 1930 in St. Lucia, Windward Islands, the West Indies. He graduated from the University of the West Indies, and in 1957 was awarded a fellowship by the Rockefeller Foundation to study the American theater. He is the founder of the Trinidad Theater Workshop, and his plays have been produced by the New York Shakespeare Festival, the Mark Taper Forum in Los Angeles, and the Negro Ensemble Company. In 1969, he received the Eugene O'Neill Foundation, Wesleyan University Fellowship for Playwrights. He has published 5 books of plays with Farrar, Straus, and Giroux. Dream on Monkey Mountain won the Obie Award for Distinguished Foreign Play of 1971. Mr. Walcott's poems have appeared in the New Yorker, the Kenyon Review, the New York Review of Books, The Nation, London Magazine, Antaeus, and other periodicals. He has published 11 books of poems, including Selected Poems, 1964, Collected Poems, 1986, The Arkansas Testament in 87, Omerus, the epic for which he won the prize in 1990, The Bounty in 1997, Jeff Lowe's Hound in 2000, and The Prodigal in 2004. Mr. Walcott's collected poems won the 1986 Los Angeles Times Book Prize for Poetry. His most recent book, Selected Poems, was published in February 2007. With his poetic oeuvre of, quote, great luminosity, sustained by a historical vision, the outcome of a multicultural commitment, Derek Walcott is a remarkable writer, said the Nobel Prize Committee. He writes deeply from a sense of place, the Caribbean, though his geographical range is global. His commitment to literature is beyond his century and ours, now 2 centuries, shows in the language of the poems, an orality that is Caribbean, yes, but also Anglo-Saxon, mixed diction that celebrates a pop eloquence long before it became the rage in the 20th century. As the most influential writers have always done, think Chaucer, think Petrarch. And also in meters, he writes in meters. If his themes are rooted partly in his family heritage, from slavery in the West Indies and in colonialism, they leave room for conciliation, but one not easily reached. Beauty, it seems, wants more beauty than one, a little bit of pain, and the poems and plays show it. Rollins College is delighted, beside itself, and proud to present Derek Walcott.
going to read from a long poem called Homeros. In this section, a fisherman called Achille makes a mental journey back to Africa while he's out at sea. He suffers from sunstroke, and it's an imaginary journey, but it's a necessary journey for everyone who has crossed the meridian, whether it's a European immigrant or an African. He goes back to his native country and meets his ancestors.